This is my second time starting this video, guys. So I'm like, where the f do I start? You see, I don't even care about my little laundry pile over there today. No, I have something to say, damn it. So, because I can't believe that my video just stopped like that recording. Also today, my fire detector or alarm, whatever you call it, keeps going off randomly. Last night, I didn't get to sleep till like 4-ish, just because I was stuck in a loop of negative thoughts that didn't make any sense. And by don't make any sense, I mean, uh, they were about like old stuff. Like it was like something was trying to get, or negative energy was being pushed out of me, but it was like stuff that didn't even matter anymore. Like everything in my life currently, great, right? So it's like betrayal from elementary school when I got bullied, like super old stuff, right? That doesn't matter. I was really confused about that when I woke up this morning. When I woke up this morning, right? My feed was full of cleanse your energy videos, purify your energy, release negative energy. Even right now, I have on what's known as the violet flame, right? So, those are all ways that you can tell when you're under a psychic attack. Psychic attack is when any large amount of negative energy is sent towards you. Now, sometimes it can be because somebody is thinking about you in a negative way and it causes the issue. But then other times, it could be you are tied to somebody who's going through something and you're picking up the transference of their energy. Just because y'all are sort of intertwined in some way, shape, or form. When I went to go pull, like, hey, where's this negative energy coming from? Where am I picking this up from? It was like a dude, first and foremost. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, what dude? It was like a boss. That's what stood out most to me, that it was a business person, somebody who works a lot. But my daughter comes out here and she's like, there was a woman in my room last night. And she's talking like astral, like she could see. She was like, it was a light skinned woman or a fair skinned woman with long dark hair. And she was just like miserable. She was like sad. She goes to hold up her phone, right? It's a text message from the guy she's currently canoodling with, right? Because he had a dream. And in his little dream thing is the same pale woman that was standing outside of her bed. I'm like, what in the charmed is going on here? So today I wanted to come at you guys from here. You see, I'm in my robe. I'm muggled today. Um, Teaching, but through a walkthrough experience, if you will. So me and Alexa started watching a show on Prime called America's, hold on, let me get it right, just in case y'all want to go watch it because it's great. It's canceled. It's only one season of it. America's Psychic Challenge. And when I went to go look up this info, the first time I did this video, I was so impressed to see how many psychic detective shows were on Prime, and I'm going to be checking them out. Because what I gathered from this were handy tips from other psychics who have different skills. Like they take them on different challenges. Like, for example, they took them into a mental ward and they wanted them to be able to find a person that was in one of the rooms while getting through all the energy from what had happened there. They wanted them to pick up on not only what the place was for, because it looked like a regular hospital, but where that guy was. So there was one lady who meditated before she went to every challenge. So she already had details. Check this out for a second. I'm like, is this blurred? She already had details before she got to each scene. Like sometimes those were her thing. So I knew yesterday I wanted to do a psychic video, but I got ahead of myself because I had a lot of work I had to do, and then I had some family stuff. So it was already in my mind I'm gonna do a psychic training video. I thought it was gonna be something with photos this time, like you guys picking stuff in a different way. But I think I'm actually just gonna do a walkthrough, like a tutorial, so y'all can pick up stuff from what I'm doing. I'm gonna show y'all something that you can do for yourselves to be able to tap in when you have a situation like this. So my initial gut, tuning in. If you like psychic detective stuff, you'll enjoy this. This is just okay, this will be a kick it with me, a girl talk tutorial type video. Turn my mic. So the first thing I did, or I am doing as we begin this, and this is exactly where I got stopped last time. My daughter has turned on her little fan because I keep it too warm for her. So I am starting with this violet flame, karma cleanse, remove negative energy, right? Because I was like, I need to first meditate. Before I pull any cards, I want to get some details. I want to lock in. Because I did not know this was coming up today. But like I said, I'm going with it, trusting the universe, trusting what I'm asked to do, and that this technique in the future can help somebody else who has something like this. So I'm getting my notebook ready, right? Writing, if that's your gift. You might have a plethora of gifts, so it's important that you try all of them. And you can do this with any frequency, by the way, but today I'm focused on what to do for a psychic attack, because every single attack has a different remedy, and you always want to find the source and diffuse it. Because you can always just call up somebody's soul, like, hey, what's wrong with you? And then like send them love, and then, but, so grabbing this, I'm gonna turn the sound up here because her little fan is gonna throw me off. Being able to lock in completely is really, really important. There we go. And I'm even, as strange as it is, all of this is strange. I just had to get used to it. I'm gonna put my hair in a little knot here. For some reason, that helps me to focus. Like sometimes you'll notice I do it when I'm doing card readings and stuff. Gotta clear up, where this is coming from, because it's got to be pretty strong. It would set my fire alarm consistently, and my child and somebody who wasn't even in my house were able to perceive it in dream or astral state. So my first gut instinct, I'm going to start there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to write down, it was intense, a negative energy of regret. That was the energy I was feeling. That's the commonality between all the things that's popping up in my head. I'm going to write today's date too. 11, and it's 3:03 on the clock. It's 11:26, 3:03. And what does 3:03 mean? It's all things are connected, guys. There are no coincidences. Even the time that I am doing this right now. Okay, that's interesting. I went to add to 3:03, and 3:03 High Priestess Tarot popped up. Don't know what that's about yet, but I've just opened myself since I came to the screen to find out what the root of this is, so I can handle it, so I can get back to my flow. That's why I'm in my robe. The energy that I was sensing was very, very heavy. So today I've been taking it easy and sharing tips for everybody else to cleanse their energy. The first thing I shared this morning was a meditation. The next thing was the meditation was an energy cleanse, by the way. What was the next thing? Because it feels important to this, just so y'all can understand the patterns. Sometimes you're posting stuff and you don't even like. But the second one that I already had saved in my phone from last night was about energy transference and how it goes between you and a person. And then the last one was a chakra cleanse or chakra test to see if your chakras needed to be cleaned. So 3:03 means angel number. Let's see. And you always go for the one that you feel like drawn to. What stands out to you for the number you're pulled into? Well, it says powerful manifestation number, power to turn. I'm gonna write down growth and forgiveness because that's what's standing out to me. out of all the definitions I see under 303 also. Because we're locked in now. From the moment you decide you're doing this, everything matters. So I am actually going to start with my personal deck, right? Okay, flirtation on the front, but subconscious memories on the back. So what if, or this is the question that's coming to my head, what if somebody is interested in you or thinking loving thoughts, right? But they have a hard time with love. So when they start having positive thoughts or they think about you in a loving way, suddenly there's a, oh man, and then like negative thoughts come up. So hot and cold, very Katy Perry. That's what I started feeling from that. So somebody's negative, regretful thoughts about love in general, and I got caught up in that being. Let's keep going. You never try to solve a mystery while you're getting the clues together, or it's going to get confusing. You can always just make sure that you are feeling or getting the full message out. In my experience, it's like an itch. Like you know when you have to stop scratching, like, all right, I got it. It's the same thing with a psychic message or a download or a ping. You have to get it all out or you'll still feel it like in your field. I'm also feeling there's multiple sources for these attacks. What happened to me in dream state or attempted dream state was for me specifically, but this alarm that keeps going off, my computer video cutting off, so I didn't get to finish the first one. I had to restart this. And what happened with Alexis and a being entering her room are all multiple different things going on, not necessarily connected to the negative energy that was being sent towards me. It really is like a charmed episode where you have like the whole underworld who's looking for the charm sisters or trying to attack them, but then they would have like somebody at work that hated them, or they would have a problem with their club and the plumbing. Like it's multiple things. Once you're awake, it does not stop your human ride at all. You just have another layer, another level of stuff to worry about. I found myself frustrated a little bit early. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I have to deal with this on top like regular stuff. Like, ew. But I would not trade my gifts or the ability to help you guys with yours for any reason. So I do think that I just got everything I could off of those two cards and from what I'm feeling in my energy and the little opening sinks there. Right? This should usually take you about 30 minutes if you're solving your own mystery. If you're having to tap into other people or like do some psychic detective stuff like murder mysteries, because man, I've done it. I did one for John Bonet and I was pretty messed up afterwards. That takes like an hour. And if you're really detailed, 90 minutes. But this should take 30. So I am going to just take a moment and lock into this violet flame frequency. My goal with this, because it is a cleansing one, is to nail what needs to be cleansed. Like, where's the, and I'm starting to get a headache. So that means I'm heading in the right direction. When you get a headache, you are in direct alignment with whatever attack or whatever negative energy is coming towards your crown. So I'm like walking in to the flame, the fire. So this just helps me mentally lock in and get my stuff going. Most of the time I just do like a breath, like 3 breaths in. Last night before I was going to bed, I picked up on a sad woman, and I labeled her as jilted. I made a post. Because I pulled on the same energy yesterday. Okay. It was a mother, but it came up as lost soul. I think that has to go with Alexis's problem. Sad woman who's jilted and lost soul, a mother. And the songs with Mary J. Blige, not gonna cry. That really came up. But in my head, I was calling this woman like La Llorona. But that's a woman who can't stop crying. So that's interesting. There was another, Never Just for a Rain, which is interesting because that's like just in my Rolodex. That's not a song that like goes around. But at that same time, 211 like started listening to some sad ass song. I'm like, where are we picking this sad ass energy from, right? But the thing is, when energy is sent your way, everybody in your house has a radio. It's not just coming directly to yours. It's floating through the waves and it's coming through your house. So sometimes other people can pick it up because it's the energy now in your area. When Alexis first woke up yesterday, she was like, I need to sage. I'm going to sage you and I clean up. She's narrowing. Narrowing in. Okay, so we got one sad woman. And then we got one sad guy. All right, so now I'm just gonna see if anything comes through intuitively, pen in hand. This is called automatic writing. Sometimes it just spirals. You let your hand go until you don't feel like there's anything left in there. Now that I have cleansed my conscious self of all the details that I could think of regarding this case, psychic detective. I'm gonna write that across the top because I like it. And I guess I should keep a case of my own mysteries. You never know what the future can bring or what opportunities can be offered to you when you embrace all your gifts and the development of them. So I'm gonna actually turn on the light right quick, guys, because this is all right. That was gonna throw me up some. So I'm logging in. Okay. There's like a ball of energy between a group of people that is angst and discomfort, maybe unspoken words, but it all feels like it has to do with Thanksgiving. Maybe plans for Thanksgiving, cancel plans for Thanksgiving, it could even be. That's a ball of awkward. Okay, so now who is the strongest negative energy coming from is what I'm gonna tune into now. Everything's fucked up. That's I'm not supposed to be laughing, but like that's the feeling I'm getting here. Like everything is a mess right now. But the main energy is coming from a man, a tall man. My mind started thinking Slenderman. Okay. Yeah, that's as long as I can do that. Other people can do it for way longer. I have what's known on this plane as ADD. So I can only stay with my eyes closed for longer. But I was like, what's going on? So I drew what was supposed to be. And that's the thing. When your eyes are closed, it's something else. That's a symbol of some sort. Can I reverse search this one? Google. Let's see. Right, what this little button is. Google Lens. Okay. Yeah, search for this. Jingle Bell Rocks. And a paranormal investigator thing came up. Not quite that one. I'm going with the interesting. I've never done this before and had to look something up backwards or to find a symbol like this. Jingle Bell Rocks and Dick. We're gonna sort this all out with cards at the end. Trying to see how a mystery comes together, and never stop yourself and try to solve it while you're taking in the clues. Or you'll be like, oh, that doesn't count as a clue, and then you'll be missing a big piece out of your puzzle. So Jingle Bell Rocks and Dick. It was a dude named Dick, but that goes together because all of this is holiday stuff. The root of this is holidays, feelings coming up because of the holidays. And it's not, I wrote down Thanksgiving, somebody making a red velvet cake, or like their specialty is a red velvet cake, or there's something special about a red velvet. There's a special dress they had planned for this occasion, but none of that matters right now because everything is a clusterfuck in regards to what's going to happen during the holidays. Somebody's crown is distorted also. So now that I have done all I can, source, right? I'm going to stop this frequency because that was the cleanse, the one that was going to allow me to tap into the negative energy because it's what was being removed. So that means that this frequency was targeting wherever the negative energy was coming through me. And that's what I was latching onto. Like, hey, what negative energy did you grab out of me? Because that's what I need to know the answers for. So next, I will go to transcendence. Because up there's, and 303. Are y'all seeing this shit? I did not know that. This was exactly 3 minutes and 3 hours long. I'm so happy that when I do this, y'all get to see how weird stuff is connected. Now, this is the one where you want to talk to source, or you want to clear all the negative energy, and you just want to be in a pure space of receiving answers, like I am now. This is the clarity frequency, I like to call it. And I'm gonna not make y'all sit on that screen anymore. Hang out. So let's get to cracking in the cards to confirm. Let's put all these details together. This is a very different psychic training video. This is fun, right? Guys, I burnt myself with my face mask. I probably should have put that on the list of things too. But now I'm like extra thinking about it. But I have to be super oiled up because I kept the mask on too long or something. It could have even been the apple cider vinegar in it. But now I'm all like paranoid. Like, oh no, I burnt me. And somebody trying to make me ugly too. It'll clear up in like a week. Skin is very resilient. But also our souls in regards to spiritual warfare. You ever have a problem and you don't want to attune your skills through this psychic thing? Just pray, dear God, block any attacks that are coming against me, and may any energy that was removed from me please be returned. And the participants in these events or negative energy, may they please be blocked going forward so that none of their attacks reach me. Thank you. With love. I don't even say in Jesus Christ's name. I say in my name. Like, hey, with love, Aisha. Just know it's from me, God. Your baby. That's how I rock with it now. It feels more personal. I'm not gonna lie, I've got better results too. So let's see. I'm gonna start with, let's do archetypes. Let's pull like who, what, why. Okay. Gonna go with the African goddess deck for why first. That 303 High Priestess Tarot just stood out to me. So why is this attack being sent towards my household? Why is this energetic attack or this negative energy being sent towards my household? Mercury retrograde just popped in my mind too. That explains some of the negative energies or thoughts that are coming off of. these people. I keep seeing 7 sisters. Now, keep in mind, there are these 7 sisters. This has something to do with African religion, right? But there are 7 sisters of hell. There are 7 sisters from the Pleiades. And there is a legend about 7 sisters from New Orleans. I'm thinking these are all the same reincarnated energies. But in my mind, although Alexis's companion saw multiple of the light skinned, dark haired women, I just asked, where are these attacks coming from? What's the reason? It's giving me family energy too. Gotta look at my notes too. Okay, so the first card that popped out was Secrets Revealed. This was recently in one of my readings. It was in a pick a card that somebody's secrets had been revealed. That might be related, it might not. That was a really weird pile in that reading. But somebody's family secrets revealed, a pair of sisters' secrets revealed, multiple sisters' secrets revealed. What is the reason for this attack towards me? I gotta keep my question in mind. Gotta keep. Okay. If it's a family thing, I could see some secrets being revealed, making the holidays very uncomfortable. But I definitely expected to see Slenderman pop up. Not gonna form an opinion till the end. Just taking the facts in, or I will block myself. Gotta remind me too. Okay. So let's get some character traits for where this energy is coming from. Where is this negative energy coming from? Where is this negative energy coming from? I'm seeing a train, but that came into my head. Like I saw the train and it was moving so fast I couldn't tell it was a train, but I heard like locomotion in my head. Locomotive, but moving energy. Okay. Pull some from there, and I'm going to pull some more identity cards from here. In my mind, just started singing Katy Perry Dark Horse, but it was only So You Wanna Play with Magic. This is a student. This is a baby witch. Okay. Can I have some more information on where this negative energy is stemming from? Where this negative energy is stemming from? A young. And when I tried to do this pull with Alexis earlier, that's what I kept getting, young. Okay. So this is interesting. Ooh, I love when they make me work for it. All right. Who? Why? What? I'm going to use the haters exposed for what they're sending this way. And then I'm going to look at it as a whole. So I am being led through this, absolutely. What energy is this person or these people sending this way? What is the energy being sent this way? Well, now here, it's not party. I can cry if I want to. Okay. So who, what, why? What are the where, when, and how? Do I need where, when, or how? No, but I need clarification on why. On the dark oracle for this, because it's clearly a dark situation. All of these guys are underneath the energy of this boss. This boss keeps coming up. This is Slenderman. You sitting over here, bro. Why? I'm already starting to see why I'm feeling two layers to this, multiple layers. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna choose from, and y'all know I never just leave my decks out like this, but this is like coming together. Like if I had a big board on the wall, I'd be pinning stuff right now. I'm gonna use a neutral deck, or hold on. Do I want to use a? I'm gonna grab these in the shadows deck because I want to know what this person or this group wants to say to me. But also, what was revealed that is causing a negative energy attack towards me? What is the root cause of this psychic attack? I'm not crazy. Thanksgiving. And Karen Connections. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Jealousy in a contract. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. I'm gonna turn anything chicken head. Okay, so let me move this box. Thank you, Most High God, coming through on the crown tip because I'm starting to feel the pieces coming together now. The song I'm singing, or that's like playing in my head now, is clearly about a crying woman, which is not La Llorona thing. But the theme of that song is this girl's like birthday party or something, and she's like thinking it's gonna be the time of her life, and she's so happy about it. But then her boyfriend, or the dude she assumed was her boyfriend, arrived at the party. But he arrived at the party with somebody else who already had on the promise ring that she thought she was gonna get. So I could be wrong on some like deep details. I don't even know if they were together ahead of time, but she was expecting to get this ring, or the never just for a ring. She was expecting to be his girlfriend, or she thought she was his girlfriend. Because I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That somebody who thought they was your boyfriend would show up to your birthday party with somebody else. But if it's somebody you thought you had, or you thought y'all had something going, and then he shows up and Judy's wearing his ring, like, oh shit, bitch, you ain't get the ring you thought you was gonna get. It's my party. I will cry if I want to. Did somebody not get a Thanksgiving invite? That feels a little like weird. I don't. So let me go back through these details so I can share with you guys. I'm gonna keep the Slenderman, this boss card, over here because the jilted woman was jilted by this person I'm feeling. There's a connection here. Now, what does it have to do with my daughter seeing somebody in her room and her her partner or whatever he is right now picking up on the energy as well? If he deems himself a protector of her, he would sense when something was wrong. From what she told me, he sent her the message about an hour after she was already sitting up. Like, dark entities are using these people to work against you. For me, this clears up the fact that I feel like it's a charmed attack. Like, nah, there's something magical about this. There's something underworldly about this. But the people are being used as pawns. Ooh, question on question. So I am now going to pull from my Angel Tarot. They have a accompanying demon one, but I didn't even want that energy in here. Just even having the sigil for the demonic version. Let me turn this music down some, y'all. Now that we're in the zone, is an entry point. Even having the sigil up at all. So I have these ones. And the devil's on the bottom. It's start crazy. So you can ask the angels, like, hey, which angel binds the demon that is attacking or being used, or whatever the case is. And then you can look it up reverse that way. So you don't have to have the symbols, because every card has sigils on it that act as portals and open. And I only want, I don't need them in here. Got enough going on. So what angel binds the entity that is using this person or this group of females to work against you? It's like one is mad and the rest are just mad with her. That's what the Seven Sisters is. The Ten of Swords. Revelation. Gives revelations in dreams. Right? So now I need to pull up my book. My handy dandy ebook. Available on my website, channelingangels.com. Channeling-angels.com. Because I use it for everything. So, in my little Dropbox, it's easier to do this than to pull it up on the screen and have everything start lagging. I am looking for Behuel, Behuel, Sagittarius, from the 0th through the 5th degree. Angel number 45 and Goetia number 49. Crocell. What does this one do? Difficulty raising oneself up and manifesting wisdom. I told y'all I almost didn't get up and do this video today just because the energy was so heavy. But when I realized there was an attack that was making the energy heavy, I was like, oh no, that's motivation for me. It's one thing if I feel down and I need to honor myself and my energy, that's cool. But when I find out it's somebody else trying to keep me down or keep me from talking or keep me from making content or something, I'm going to push through it, even if I'm showing up in my robe with my little burnt face. Because my man raised no quitter. Spiritualism, extreme or lack of, does not meditate. Atheism opposes feelings of fraternity, like you don't want to be around people. Okay. Like what? Ten of Swords. That's what I need to look at. What does the Ten of Swords mean? I know it's the one where you're like stabbed in the back, right? Painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, jilted. So this doesn't even necessarily have to be somebody conjuring up a demon, although I do feel like this is a baby witch that might have tried to play around with something. I don't think she's messing around with trying to call demons. She might be trying to figure out stuff. I mean, she could be that bold and try to do some brujeria or something. Something, but like not calling this specific demon. It's like this demon latched onto her emotion is like goading her. Because the angel would have been in charge of revealing stuff and giving revelations. Secrets revealed is the reason why all this attack is happening. So like the angel is helping somebody else. And here we got the demon on the other side trying to take advantage of whatever the fallout was from that. I know this is a lot. This is a lot. But for somebody out there, this is going to be very, very helpful. So I'm putting my angel deck up now. So I can start breaking down the rest of this as we're getting on through it. So holiday time, Thanksgiving. It must be hard to have a breakup or family issues around holiday time, especially when there's a whole pumpkin looking entity feeding off of all the confusion and the negative energy that's swirling here. And I still can't place what that boss has to do with it, but I feel like that needs to be like separate, like above, like the way I have it on this paper. His energy is at the top, and everything else is like a tree under it. So, what negative energy is being sent this way? They mock you when they feel jealousy towards you. Person causing negativity towards you is a fire sign. All right, I'll let those be and just keep it in here. The details for the person. Somebody withdraws from society, doesn't help people in need, stays home a lot, a hedonist, pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. And students, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate their knowledge into positive action. There are two, there's journalist and researcher and student here, right? But this is all giving me somebody who watches your social media or tries to learn everything they can, every detail, maybe even reporting stuff back to people. This is somebody trying to learn something. Please, like, what are they trying to learn about? What is this person trying to learn about in regards to me? What is this person trying to find out in regards to me? My weakness. Let's see how that pops up in these cards. My weakness, my Achilles. How to take me down. How to unground me. How to unground me. How do you unground somebody? Interesting. The other cards were somebody young, aesthetically pleasing. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to get a sense of where this is going because I'm starting to pack it up now. Starting to put this away. And then at the end, I can Scooby-Doo and tell you guys like what came through here. Okay. So identity. Young person who has no idea what they're doing with any of this, but they're trying to find something to shut me up, to stop me from doing my work here. All right, good luck with that. I love my job. And literally, when I feel something is wrong, I go into like soul medicine mode because no matter what's wrong with you physically, there is a spiritual cure. Like if it's something actually physical, like bleeding or something, you go to the doctor. But I know to come to a meditation or I know to go take a shower or anything when I feel energy. That is not mine. One of the ways you do that is you say, hey, do you wake up feeling like crap? Is there anything wrong in my life right now? Go through a checklist. Anything causing this heaviness? Nope. Have you noticed any difficulties with your money or your finances or anything out of the ordinary that seems like something is fucking with you? That's the bottom line. And that fire alarm going off at all times, which is not a usual occurrence. This usually only happens during instances like this. My video stopping like it did. All that sort of stuff plays into things that will let you know that there's energy coming at you that's not your energy. And that's a good way to distinguish when you need to go take a salt bath or when you need to sage or when you need to sit in meditation and see like what's going on. Like at this point, I need to know so I can like bind Nancy. So why is what I'm looking at now. Revenge. Revenge. I wrote down red velvet, but it's because I saw red. And I didn't actually think of the cake until the Thanksgiving came up, but I said red, but then I pictured like a velvet dress, like a red dress made of velvet. So, but special dress was written on that too. So maybe she had an outfit picked out and that didn't, I don't know, because I'm gonna find out though. Fated to suffer. This temple of my body, I don't understand. So I am going to pull from the book or read from the book. And I never read from this book. But in this case, that's what I'm sensing I need to do. Continuously go with your gut until it feels done. So you feel closure when you're doing this, guys. Depression. I feel I am not worth enough. Well, that definitely explains why I needed the book. This card is about darkness in the body. All right, so somebody is depressed and they are taking it out on me. I guess great question would be, how do I know this person? Because I'm not gonna lie, before today, I would have had no idea about anybody that would have had any beef with me because everything is so like old. But last night when I was going through the number of people when I was stuck in that negative loop, the number of people that I had, like, I'll never forget that bitch again. Like that's how I had gotten my energy. I'm like, no, maybe there is somebody who had them same feelings I had at that moment. Maybe they were being poked too. So let's see. What is this woman's or group's connection to me? So I'm being drawn back to say something about the demon thing. So if you were sitting there in your room and you're depressed and you're muddling and you're thinking up something dark, an entity, it doesn't matter how far it can hear that, whatever one is a vibrational match for that feeling, and they show up like, hey, and they just start feeding off of that energy and they keep feeding you negative stuff so that you continue to act upon things in alignment with that vibration so they can feed off of you. That's not giving me the answer. Like, how do I know this is? So I'm gonna pick a different deck. Like, do they have a family deck? I'm gonna try the African goddess one. How do I know this person? How am I connected to this situation? How am I connected to this energy pyramid? Okay, we getting somewhere now. So, wounded healer, intuition. I am going to say off top, this has something to do with this channel. And very particularly this YouTube channel, which is interesting because I have way more followers on my Facebook. And I don't even see that many like people watching the videos. I just do them because I like to do them. And if even one person takes something off of a video that I'm doing, I am content with that. But this particularly has to do with my YouTube channel and what I'll be saying in my mouth on here. So I do not know this person. I do not know this person. What would this stranger like to say to me? What would this stranger like to say to me? And this deck, or these decks, is the Hidden Truth Oracle and the In the Shadows. They are like sometimes you gotta be. I put this like if there are 5 levels to psychic reading this, I'm thinking like X-Men, like level 5 mutant. These are level 5. Huh. I want to tell you so much. Okay. Because like the answer sometimes you be like, what? So what would this person say or people, I'm gonna focus on it. What would that one person say to me if they could say anything? I want to tell you so much does not count because like what you like, it's my party. I can't stop thinking about you. I know, girl. I know. This is gay. Okay, so that didn't happen to help me at all. I don't really feel gayness towards me coming off of this. This is not a crush. I would have preferred that. That would have been negative energy. And I would have just been like fighting off like dream lesbian attacks. That's not what's going on here. Can I use this? What does this have to do with this boss? What does this have to do with this boss? It's starting to get hot. That's another way you know when you're channeling. If you ever watch Tyler the Medium and his show, you'll see all the time he's like sweating, especially when he's doing the writing thing in channeling, because the energy is coming through. What does this have to do with this boss? So inherently, I was asking, what does she need to say to this boss? Or like, what is the connection there? And for that guy, or the energy she has towards him, I know I crossed the line with you and I scared myself that day. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Discarded. I couldn't tell you face to face. That goes with the secrets revealed. Somebody who's a liar, or oh no, this is a liar. I was about to say they also omit details. They don't tell the full story so that a certain thing is portrayed in a way. And like this person is just realizing that this boss person is not like messing with them like that. Like everything about the way they respond to them or how they act is different. Because the last one under here, or that's two of them, your body language says so much. It's like this person won't touch her no more. They don't look at her the same anymore or anything. This goes back to that sad woman. But then right under that, I wish you would come back. Judy's wearing his ring. Oh, let me put back. I wanted to. Do I want to know what this person want to tell me? No, like you've been sending negative. And is this dark thought energy or magic? That's what I need to know. That's the difference. Mm, that's hard. I'm trying to say, is this like somebody? I can't stop thinking about you. Makes it definitely a mental psychic attack. And from the guy, it was a mental psychic attack, just like he was thinking about me entirely too much. But so much, maybe for somebody else, it wouldn't be too much. I should be kind there. Uh, but for somebody who's like me, who can pick up on energy, who literally gets kept out of my sleep when I am heavily on somebody's mind, this was thinking about me a lot. And it was connecting to their negative emotions. So I am going to grab my blue ivy deck, as I call it, because she looks like blue ivy, but in white. It's the Heal Yourself cards. Every negative emotion stems from a pain. If I can figure out the pain, I can like absolve it and then remove myself from all of this, which is the main reason I am doing this. It's not just pure nosiness. Although, I mean, I deserve to know like why I'm being kept up out of my sleep and why stuff is like frazzled in my home, right? But you want to always find the thorn or the root of the issue so you can dissolve it or transmute it. Whether it's your problem or somebody else's, you can transmute what negative energy is sent towards you. So, what is the energy that needs to be healed in regards to me with this boss person? What is the connecting energy that needs to be healed here? That's crazy. I wish y'all could have seen that. The card flipped over before I even got to where I was going. Oh. And it's courage. Now I don't even like, okay, I'm gonna keep shuffling because that flipped over. That like, and then at your end, got to keep that one to take off your mask. Okay, so what is the energy that needs to be resolved or transmuted between me and this boss figure? Because all of this is like their demons are fighting amongst each other, and I'm hitting a ricochet. Like somehow my energy is all caught up in this channel. So what is the energy that needs to be healed or cleared between me and this female or the seven sisters or this group, this female group I've been, this family? Like how can me healing something intuitively cause an issue that requires revenge? Oh, she was lying. Okay, I got that. Like maybe I taught somebody a new skill that helped them realize that somebody was lying. And it could have been one of these videos when I showed you how to realize signs or to decipher your dreams, because your dreams always go against or go with an attack too. In my dreams, this morning, my niece was kidnapped, and her kidnappers were horrible at watching her. So she accidentally unalived herself in the bathtub, like she shocked herself, right? When I woke up, my princess, my 12-year-old, was in the bathroom in front of the sink with the flat iron trying to do her own hair, something she never does, something she did not have permission from me to do at all. So, as above, so below. You always get some sign up here that goes with something here. And the movie Premonition is popping in my head. So as soon as I saw her in that bathroom, I was like, baby, get away from that water. Because out, baby. Now that sort of stuff, that's not just a psychic attack. That's when somebody uses magic on you. That things like that occur. The final destination-ish things take place. So let me put these two cards. Interesting. I got a very, very clear answer from the energy between me and this boss person that needed to be resolved. Courage and take off your mask. This is letting me know that I don't know this person either. I don't know this person, and I don't know the person they're attached to. But somehow, what I'm doing on this channel has helped this person figure out some things that made them disconnect from this other energy. And I am the focal point of the anger, because if I had not taught this person certain things, or my intuition hadn't explained, then that person's life or their Thanksgiving and all their holiday things and their dick would have still been together. So do I need to sage? Absolutely yes, because this is a astral attack. Like this could have even been the women that Alexis was saying, could have even been like the astral bodies of that group of people, because it doesn't feel like this female is alone. It's like, when you talk to your girlfriends about stuff, like she has other people riled up about this in her defense, and it's coming to a head because it's holiday season. Things are not going as they usually do during holiday season. And it seems like for all parties here, even a demon who was just going to enjoy whatever energy came off of me, it didn't come off of me, shorty. I rested and I cleansed. But I'm entangled in all of this because the guy is learning stuff from me. And, oh, I forgot, interested, loving thoughts, maybe developed a little crush here, but not so much enjoying that they're having a crush because they just got screwed over by this other lying person. So the thing that needs to be healed here in order for his hot and cold energy to stop coming towards me, growth and forgiveness. Remember that 303, y'all. And the 303 for the High Priestess Tarot. The issue here was my intuitive gifts. Just got to find a place for where all your intuitive pinks came through, so that in the future, when you do this, you'll pick up quicker on the details. This is my first time doing it like this exactly, and I'm happy that I could share with you guys how it all came together. And that turning on the video that was 3 hours and 3 minutes long helped me lube or pull together all the pieces here. So the hot and cold dude energy is coming from the fact that he's still hiding in the background, not saying anything. He's nervous about saying anything. I don't know. I guess because he has positive, loving thoughts, but like in love in general is not this person's friend in their mind right now. Okay. The other two cards I pulled was Wild and Family and Tribe. This makes me feel like I am familiar to him. Like he feels like I'm soul family, and that's why he's drawn to me, and he would like to say something, but because of all this other stuff, he can't say something. So I'm going to read from the book because I don't understand the wild. Even me doing this video right now is going to piss her off. I feel like maybe she found her way to my stuff too, and like sometimes checks in. because that student kept coming up like she's watching and reporting and even possibly trying to learn from us. But that would make sense. If you're trying to text somebody, you want to learn their routine and what they do so you can sort of like get in there. And she's trying to unground. So there is a wild, untamed spirit inside of you desperate to be unleashed. Free it and claim the gifts of your energy, power, passion, and creativity it offers. Suppression. Suppression your senses. If you continue to suppress, that's what wild is. Somebody who needs to step out into the wild, that needs to take a chance. You shrink, you lose your energy, and you become depressed. Your relationships suffer and your rage grows. You become ashamed, hostile, cold, boring, over serious, and scared. You stop taking chances and live in mediocrity, constantly trying to protect self. The truth is, no one can judge you, punish you, or hurt you as much as you can. Give into the wildness and stop living a sham. Set yourself free. All of that is connected to why I have a cord connected to this person so tightly bound that I can feel all the negative energy and emotions that were going through them as they were thinking about love and possibly considering their feelings towards me. Because I do not feel like this person was thinking, like this boss person was thinking evilly towards me. Like, I hate this bitch. Like, no, I didn't feel that at all. But I did feel a surge of negative energy. Maybe this person's thoughts were so negative that they like spilled over into my field, which is like, what? Trying to put my card back. Where'd I put the box? Let me chill with my OCD right now so I can finish this. To find out what I could dissolve with her. Seems like she's not a reasonable person, which is interesting because I was looking for something spiritually that I could like dig in there and just say, hey, dissolve. Like sadness, dissolve. Something I can light a candle for and just clear out. Give you some peace, right? Patience and have faith. Nobody's cooking, y'all. Nobody is cooking. Now I'm so happy that happened during this video because that keeps happening randomly. And no, the batteries are not dying. So patience and have faith. There is no talking to her. There's nothing I can resolve for her. She's going to hold on to this. This was at the bottom, but I'm not looking at this Phoenix rising. She's not rising from anything. She's searching for something because this is self-sabotage right here. Searching for something to sabotage me. There's other one under this, and it's based on her own sadness and pride. That's what I needed. Sadness and pride. I do wonder why I just got patience and have faith. Let God handle it. That's the feeling I just got. That's what this was. Today's issues won't be tomorrow's issues. Just cleanse like I need to because nothing that she threw my way, even if she had gotten to demonology, would have been enough to unground me or depress me or to stop me from showing up to work. Could it have made me a little sleepy like it's been doing? Yeah. And that's just to rest and to clear out. And even in this moment, I'm getting the ping. Like, even the fact that you woke up while your daughter was in the bathroom with the flat iron near the sink is something that should let me know how kept I am and how protected my family is because I walked in there and said something and nothing occurred. She's absolutely fine. I keep her with me all the time. So that really would have been jarring for me. But don't give her any of my energy. And I'm trying to find there is something bigger taking care of her. Everything she's throwing out is coming back to her slowly, and she's only increasing her own misery. Although she is not exactly getting that yet because she is stuck in a loop of avoiding accountability. So the intense negativity, intense negative energy of regret, which I wrote down as the theme, is the name of this mystery. Every party included in here has regret, and it's all coming to the top because of the holidays. Because one person started taking their spiritual path and learned some cool stuff that made them notice, like, and the other person thought the female squad never thought that this masculine, this boss, master of wealth, risk taker, investor, management leader, would ever have enough time to recognize what was going on behind the scenes, what secrets were going on. I do call my channel the Inspiration Station, a place for great thinkers. But something I said or did on here caused this person to think and free themselves from something that doesn't look like it was necessarily good for them. So this was very interesting. I am going to pull for a closing dark goddess message because it was the deck that was left up here, interestingly enough. And I'm going to read from the book because that's just what I heard. And I don't know if the message is for me, as a watcher or something, but it feels like the right closing thing. So what is the closing message for today's Psychic Detective Mystery? I'm going to label this under Psychic Detective too, by the way. What are you? One card, please. Idea. Knowledge. Because it's knowledge, coercion, and defense. In my mind, I just put that together like somebody's trying to use their knowledge to coerce me into attacking them so that they can try to say I'm the bad guy. That would make sense to why God said, be patient, have faith, don't do anything back. I wasn't going to do anything back. I was just going to like put up protections and clear out my house because like this person's already miserable enough. So, knowledge, Pythia. Study, learn, absorb each word, remember facts, senses stirred, trust and share your knowledge wide, sense the teacher deep inside. By the power of the dark artist in me, protection in place, blessed be. Let's see. So, about the goddess itself, archetypal teacher of Greek origin, Oracle of Delphi, held court at Pytho, was highly regarded for it was believed that she channeled prophecies from Apollo himself while in a dreamlike trance. Okay, a little knowledge can be dangerous, a dangerous thing if not supported by wisdom. Your longevity of studying makes you the real deal, but are your teachers all they profess to be? Do you place trust in the knowledge you hold, or do you follow someone else's teachings? Pythia reminds you to seek answers directly from source and not to rely too heavily on others. She will grant you access to a higher knowledge and the teachings of the wise ones who have walked before. You may recognize these ancient ones as they visit you in dream time and ask that you trust your intuition. True knowledge comes from within, from years of studying and a dedication to a higher source of learning. Will you be poisoned by the forked-tongued words of others, or will you have the courage to share that which you truly know? Time to become the oracle and let others hear your insightful counsel that is inspired by God Himself. I think that's what I just did here today, right? I didn't watch any other readers' videos to try to find out what was going on here. I'm like, nah, because sometimes they can be tainted. The same way that there's like an entity floating around, an entity can go stay on or attached to a reader who is a certain vibration, and then you get a message across your scene and you think it has something to do with, but you got to use discernment there. You got to make sure the details match exactly because demons like to twist stuff with light, right? Investigate a teacher's credentials and experience before signing up. Studying will open up new opportunities. Stop relying on others to give you answers. Deep within, you already know. Be open to receiving esoteric information. You have a natural ability to teach. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna use my knowledge or my witchery to attack anyone, even if there had been some things that went across my screen and said, this woman is attacking you. No, that's not my MO. I don't do painful workings. Most of my stuff is money or spiritual healing workings. Because, like, what are we doing here if we're not being prosperous? You only have, well, there is like a kickback for all the magic that you do. Like, you only want to use your energy somewhere where it's going to multiply, not where it's going to be depleted. If I'm just giving out energy in the tax, I'm going to like wear myself out. So, no, it's like this person would hope that I would show some lack of control or some hateful secret characteristic that they can use to exploit to say, hey, I'm not the bad guy. I wasn't doing anything. Look, she attacked me. This is all very interesting. So, stranger, I can't attack you. I do not know you. And that wouldn't have happened anyway. So, this was a lovely psychic training video. I hope that you guys were able to use any or are able to use any of the skills that I have shared here today or any of the handy tips, because we are in a season where there are a lot of people who are jealous or hateful, and they might be strangers for all we know. Make sure you note everything that comes past you, because it's all connected to what the universe is trying to tell you. And as that card said, your intuition, the information that comes through you and what you have learned and taught yourself, is stronger than anything you can find outside of yourself. God speaks to us all directly if we open our ears. And we're blessed enough to know how to tap in or to find somebody who will teach you positive things. It's always important to understand or feel or connect with the energy of the person who's teaching you. There are some people that I was like drawn to, like based on thumbnails and stuff, but then when I would hear them speak and their message and stuff, I'm like, this is not the fountain from which I wish to drink. So choose your fountains wisely, guys. And whoever's benefiting from this channel, I'm happy that you got yourself out of a bad situation. Have a good day, guys.